Greetings, friends. Welcome to Yoga for Anyone's Winter Warmth video. Today we will be incorporating some energy techniques and then winding our way down to the mat, sitting in easy pose for a short winter meditation. So grab your mat, grab some water, maybe grab a blanket like me, and come meet me on the mat. I'm Allison, and I'm just another yogi. So go ahead and come to the long edge of your mat. We're going to stand in mountain pose. You can wear socks if you want, like I have. Toe socks at that. Go ahead and hug in your core. Press into both feet. Hands, palms facing forward. Shoulders up and back. Hugging in that belly button. Slightly tilting the hips forward. Chin parallel with the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. Just come to a place of settle. Place of stillness. Set your intention for today's practice. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, swing the arms up, palms kiss. Interlace the fingertips, pointing up, do a slight back bend here, pushing those hip pointers forward. Then exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, coming back into another little back bend here. Coming back to center. Then we're going to push our hips to the left, stepping, or rather putting pressure on that left heel, left foot, and leaning over to your right. On an exhale, come back to center, and then inhale, going back to the other side, putting weight into the right foot, leaning up and over with your left body. Exhale back to center. Then do it one more time on each side. Weight in the left foot. And go ahead and slide your hands down, palms touching the tops of your shoulders, elbows sticking out. We're going to do some neck exercises here. So on an exhalation, look to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Keeping those elbows up, you may have to keep readjusting. And then back to the right. Inhale back to center. Then we're going to drop our right ear to our shoulder. Come back to center. Now your left ear to your left shoulder. Trying to keep those elbows lifted the whole time. Relax the fingertips. Go ahead and drop the head back, coming back to center, and then drop the chin to the chest, coming back to center. Dropping that right ear back to the right shoulder. Remember to keep those elbows lifted. Left ear to the left shoulder, back to center. We'll go ahead and do some head and neck rolls here. First one way to the right, and then to the left. Just a couple of neck rolls, waking up the neck. Waking up the head. Now sweeping the hands up high, palms kiss. Slide down the center of your body. Really press into those palms, elbows sticking out again, but this time across your chest. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to do a crown pull. So bring your hands to your forehead and start tapping your third eye here. Waking up that third eye. Applying some pressure to it. Then we're going to take our fingertips and we're going to pull across our forehead as if we were opening up our minds. And then you can slide your hands behind your ear and then slowly crawl all the way up your head. Crown pull from the top down to the sides. And then you come to the back of your head to the sides. Underneath your bun, if you have a bun like me, to your sides. And then all the way down, bringing your hands, resting them on your heart space. Breathing in and breathing out. And yes, that is my kitty cat up in the picture. And go ahead and tap your thymus here with your fingertips. Tap, tap, tap. Let's get your immune system going. Then take your collarbone, slide down about an inch, and then you can tap on the sides there. This is a kidney energizing point, getting things going, stirring things up before we settle down for winter. Back to your heart center. Rub your palms together. Press into the palms again, elbows nice and strong. Breathing in and breathing out. Arms out straight out and then reach up high overhead, palms kiss. Arms back out straight out, reaching back up, palms kiss. Arms out along your sides again, straight out. One more time, back up, palms kiss. Now this time when your palms kiss, you're going to slide down, resting your hands on your shoulder tops again. And we're going to do some waist exercises here. Try to keep your knees buoyant and bouncy as you twist first to the left, then to the right. Kind of a modern age washing machine here. Wasn't that called washing machine? I don't know. I don't have the best memory. Go ahead and release that, sweeping the hands up. And then we're going to come to the front edge of our mat now. And you can push your blanket out of the way if you have it there. Forward fold. Fingertips kissing the mat. Keep the knees bouncy, don't lock them. Interlace your fingers behind your back here and just let it rest on your back for a moment. Bringing that chin into the chest. You can bend your knees a little bit more here. Really pressing the stomach into the thighs and then try to lift your hands overhead. Some people can keep their palms close together here. I cannot. I have to spread it out very, very wide. Lift it over your shoulders. It's a nice back stretch. I'll hear a lot of pop, pop, popping here. And then lower the hands back down, coming up, and now we're going to sit in chair pose. Arms alongside the ears, palms facing each other, and then bounce on up. Welcome the sun. Coming back into mountain pose. Shrug your shoulders here. One way then the other, just sinking back into stillness. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, sweep the hands up, palms kiss. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Your version, you can come into a number 7 or not. And go ahead and step the left foot back on an inhalation. Yoga lunge, left side. Really gravitate that heel towards the mat. You're going to have your right knee directly over your right ankle. Palms down, fingertips down. Open that heart, pressing forward. Drop the hips a little bit if you need to get centered. And place the palms down, step the right leg to meet the left, coming into downward facing dog. Bend your knees, arms nice and long. You can bend your elbows if you want, coming into that upside down V. Relax in the pose, gravitate the heels. Walk your palms forward a little bit, coming into plank. Shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists. Leaning those heels back into a nice line. Go ahead and chaturanga down. That's bending the arms, coming all the way down to the ground. Slide the feet out. Forehead's kissing the mat. And we're going to go ahead and slide into cobra here, pulling on the mat as if you're trying to really rip it from the top. Elbows nice and tight at the sides, and drop the forehead, untuck the toes, and push up nice and strong to downward facing dog. Lift up those hips high, bend the left knee, step it forward, frame the foot. You can always move it forward with your hand if you need to. Palms drop or fingertips, lifting up that right leg, yoga lunge. Pressing the heart forward. Try to gravitate that heel back again. Gaze is soft. Go ahead, bend that right knee. We're going to step it up to meet the left. Forward fold. And then inhale, slowly roll up. All the way to standing, mountain pose. Inhale, palms kiss. Slide down the center. Breathing in, breathing out. Sweeping your arms back up, palms kiss. Now we're going to go ahead and slide down the center this time all the way down to our forward fold. Halfway lift your version, a number 7 or slightly bent. Frame the feet rather, step the right leg back. Yoga lunge, right side. Now this time you're going to press up a little bit if you want to, or you can stay down. Your knee can stay down too. You didn't have to have your knee up last time either, but if you're going to do what I'm doing, go ahead and interlace your fingers and press them just below your knee. Then on an exhale, hug in that core and sweep the arms up overhead so they're framing your ears. Or you can keep it resting just below the knee. Go ahead and frame the foot. And we're going to press the right palm down, lifting the left side up. Nice one long, strong line here, just for a little side bend. Then go ahead and come back to center. And then bring your left foot to meet your right into a downward facing dog. Pressing forward into plank, heels gravitating backwards, arms stacked, and then press all the way down to the ground. Slide the feet out, pressing back into cobra, pulling your elbows nice and tight up against your body. Untuck the feet, pressing up into downward facing dog. Lift those hips high. Remember to breathe. We haven't talked about breathing in a while. Go ahead and bend that right knee, step it forward. Frame the foot, yoga lunge. Interlace your fingers. You can press them just below your right knee. You can drop that left knee down. If you want to sweep your arms up alongside your ears, you can do that. Make this your own. Just remember to breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming down wherever you are to frame that right foot. Step the left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. And then slowly roll all the way up. Reset your shoulders. Reset your chin. Come to stillness for a breath. And sweep the hands up high, palms kiss. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. Frame the feet. Step the right foot back. Left knee bent, stacked. Quick yoga lunge, then come back into plank. Immediately into plank, not downward facing dog. Drop down to the ground. You can come up to up dog here, or you can do another cobra. If you're doing up dog, lift those hips and knees off of the mat if you can. And then pressing back into child's pose, extended child's pose. Drop your hips back as far as you can. You can work on that as you sit there. If you're looking at the picture, you can see I am not very good at that. Arms nice and long in front of you. Toes touch. Breathing in, breathing out, catching your breath. Press up to tabletop, untuck the toes, coming into downward facing dog. Your next inhalation, step that right foot forward, frame the foot, come into a yoga lunge, your version. And go ahead and press into that up onto your, just below your knee again if you're going to do that. Arms alongside your ears. Frame the foot. We're going to do a side stretch here. Left hand down, right hand up. Gazes up at the hand. Drop the arms down, frame the foot again. Step the left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. Slowly roll all the way up to stand. Arms high overhead. Palms kiss, sliding down the center of your body. For all that hard work, you deserve some water or tea. Take a quick sip. Go ahead and come to the long edge of your mat. Sweeping the arms up high, palms kiss. And then swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees. I'm going to do a little squat here. Fingertips can hold you. But most importantly, I want you to lift up high on your heels here. So you're stretching out your foot. Just try to hold the pose for a brief minute, really stretching the feet. And then you could drop to the floor. Facing the front edge of your mat, your feet are parallel with the edge of the mat. Take your fists, drop them into your sides on the mat, and lift up from the waist. And you're going to point and flex your feet here. Go ahead, slide your feet in, knees bent. You could do some cat-cow here. Seated, holding underneath your knees, stretching forward, curling inward. And then slide the legs back out, palms sweep high overhead. We're going to lift up and over, reaching the edges of the feet, reaching the thighs, or wherever is comfortable for you. You can keep your knees bent too if you want to hold on to your feet, that's fine. But try to press your hips back, press your sits bones back. More importantly, sink into the floor. Paint your legs coming up. Scooch forward just a little bit before rolling down, one vertebrae at a time, arms high overhead. Quick little stretch, and then bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side here. Slide your left leg out. Take your right knee and press it over your left leg. Your right arm is out shoulder length. Your gaze is over your right shoulder. You take that left hand and really press just below the knee or gently on the knee, pressing it down. Just don't hurt yourself. Inhale, bring the legs in. Other side, slide the right leg out. Left knee over the right leg. Arm nice and out. Gaze soft over the left shoulder. Come back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. And you could come into happy baby or stirrup pose. Holding onto your big toe. You could straighten your left leg, straighten your right leg, whatever's comfortable. Just try to drop your shoulders down as much as you can, bringing those legs as close down to the mat as you can. And rocking side to side here. Readjust your neck if you need to, no crunching. Slide your legs in. Cross one ankle over the other. And then you can press your feet together, coming into cobbler's pose, reclined cobbler's pose. Dropping the hips down, feet pressing together. Breathing in, breathing out. Take your palms together at your third eye. Massage your third eye here. Just relaxing, feeling your body sinking into the mat. You can do a little temple massage if you want to. Slowing down, dragging your fingers through your hair. That feels really good. It's really good for your muscles, and you're touching on different acupressure spots. Work your sinuses if you've been having nasal issues. You can see me doing that here. And then bring your legs together, hands on your heart, your knees are up, pressing into the mat. Then hold onto your mat and we're going to sit up. We're going to end in a meditation here. So come into easy pose, whatever comfortable for you. Have a sip of water if you'd like. Grab the blankie that you brought at the start. You may not need it. You may be a little warm after that. I'm almost always cold, so narwhal and blankie for me. Now breathe in and breathe out. I'm going to do some more cat-cow, seated cat-cow, holding onto your knees, pressing that heart forward, and then curling inward like a cat. Follow your own breath here. If you're breathing in with me, press your heart out then, and then breathe out, hugging in. We're going to do a little acupressure with our fingers, if you want to call it. So arms out nice and long, resting on the thighs. You can take your thumb, press your pointer finger for a breath, and then switch to your middle finger, and switch to your ring finger, and then your pinky. So breathing in, breathing out. And then find the one that feels best for you today, and you can hold that for your meditation. I'm just going to hold on to my pointer finger here as we settle into our meditation. Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to redefine. Relax. Reap the rewards of the yoga session you just did. And finish it with this meditation. This meditation of winter warmth. Of settling in for the duration of the season. Imagine getting yourself into a nice little cozy burrow until you start seeing spring again. If you have a hood, you can go ahead and toss it on top of your head here like I'm doing, my narwhal hoodie. You can get even more cozy with your blanket. Taking nice slow inhalations, slow exhalations. Thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to stay in this position as long as you'd like. Peace out.